Hello and welcome to set 4 of this MCQ series where we are discussing questions which covers our entire syllabus including current affairs and PYQs. I have already uploaded 3 sets under this series. If you have not watched those 3 sets, then please go and watch it. Definitely it will give a boost to your prelims preparation. Now in this set we are going to discuss question from 31 to 40. So let's get started. The question is, with reference to Union Government of India, consider the following statements about Council of Ministers. Statement 1. The total number of ministers cannot exceed 15% of total strength of Parliament. Statement 2. The advice tendered by ministers to the President shall not be inquired into any court. Statement 3. There is no provision in the Constitution for the system of legal responsibility of a minister. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 only, 2 and 3 only, 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So you can pause this video for 10 to 15 seconds. Try to attempt this question by yourself and then you can watch the explanation. So in this way, this will be a participative process for both of us. So now looking at the options, statement 1. Total number of ministers cannot exceed 15%. Yes, that is true. This provision was brought in by 91st Constitutional Amendment Act 2003. So this is true. Statement 2. The advice tendered by ministers to the President shall not be inquired into in any court. So that is also true. Under Article 74, Council of Ministers aid and advise the President on various matters, and that advice cannot be inquired into in any court. So you can read out Article 74 in this regard. So that is also true. Statement 3. There is no provision in the Constitution for a system of legal responsibility of a minister. Yes, in case of India, minister is not legally responsible for any action taken by executive, whereas in UK, minister is legally responsible for any action taken by executive. So all 3 are correct. So D is our answer. Now moving forward, consider the following statements with reference to Royal Indian Navy revolt of 1946. Statement 1. It was started to protest against racial discrimination against Indian sailors. Statement 2. Mahatma Gandhi supported the strike to boost the morale of armed forces. Which of the statements are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both and none. Now, if you read about 1946 mutiny, it was started in February 1946 at HMIS Talwar, which was docked at Bombay at that time. And what was the reason behind that? Because there were racial discrimination against Indian soldiers, unpalatable food that was served to soldiers, and abuses of soldiers as well. So these were the reasons due to which this rating revolt arose in Mumbai, and later it spread through British India. And this entire revolt included over 20,000 sailors in 78 ships. Further, the national leaders did not support this, rather they criticized it because it in a way jeopardized the processes of power transfer between Indian leaders and British government. So yes, this statement 1 is true. It was a protest against racial discrimination, and second statement is wrong because Mahatma Gandhi criticized it. So 1 only is the right answer. Now moving forward, standard time meridian of India passes through which of the following states? Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Telangana. Select the correct answer using the code given below. These are your options. So as we know that Indian Standard Time, that is IST, this meridian passes through 82.5 degree latitude. So it passes through Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, as well as Andhra Pradesh. So it passes through 5 states. There is no Telangana which comes in between. So yes, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, 1, 2 and 3 only. It does not passes through Telangana. So A is right answer. Moving forward, question 34. With reference to the population census in India, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The first population census in India was conducted in 1872. Statement 2. The population of India has been growing continuously since the 1901 census. Statement 3. The decades 1951 to 1981 are referred to as the period of population explosion in India. Which of the statements given above are correct? These are your options. So in these kind of questions, if you can eliminate any one option, then you can reach to the answer. So in these kind of questions, try to find that one statement which you think is wrong. That is the easiest way to reach to an answer. So let us read the statements. So statement 1, the first population census in India was conducted in 1872. Yes, that is correct. It was conducted by Lord Mayo. Though it was not centralized, but still it is counted as first population census. And from 1881, organized census started in India. Statement 2, the population of India has been growing continuously since the 1901 census. Now, let me tell you another rule while attempting the questions. By analyzing over past 20 years, I have found that if a statement contains steadily increasing or steadily decreasing or continuously growing or continuously decreasing, then these kind of statements are often wrong 8 out of 10 times, because there is very low probability of a thing to go in a steady manner. It may fluctuate in between. So that is the logic behind being wrong such as statements. So in this regard, statement 2 is wrong because India's population is not growing continuously, but during period of 1911 to 1921, India's population decreased. So statement 2 is wrong. You can find D as your answer. Now let us read statement 3. The decades 1951 to 1981 are referred to as period of population explosion. Means in this period, India's population grew exponentially. Why? Because in this period, our health facilities became better, and as a result, child mortality rate decreased, as well as there was increase in accessibility of health facilities, and that is why the birth rate was on rise and mortality rate reduced, and as a result population exploded during this time. So D is the answer. Now moving forward, here I have already discussed all these facts. Question 35. The term Balfour Declaration in context of history is related to the affairs of North Korea, Turkey, Israel, Germany. Now if you have read history, then you may come across Balfour Declaration because it was a statement that was issued by British government during First World War with announcing support for establishment of national home for Jewish people in Palestine. So in 1917, British government recognized Palestine as the home for Jews. And eventually in 1948, Israel was established despite Arab opposition. And this Balfour Declaration became one of the region during World War II where Nazis acted against Jews. So C is right answer. Now moving forward, question 36. With reference to balance of payments, which of the following constitutes the current account? It is a previous year question. Balance of trade, foreign assets, balance of invisibles, special drawing rights. Select the correct answer using code given below. Now let us understand about balance of payment. So balance of payment means transactions of a country with the rest of world in a given period, and this period is generally 1 year. So it consists of two parts, that is current account and capital account. In current account, we have visible, that is trade in goods, which include crude oil, car, mobile, computer, etc. Whereas this invisible means trade in services, income transfer in form of profit, interest, dividend for companies, as well as transfers, remittances from diaspora working abroad. So all these are part of current account, whereas capital account consists of investment in the form of FDI and FII, loan taken by government or private sector, and NRI deposits in banks. So all these forms part of capital account. Now let us see our options. So it is asking about current account. So balance of trade, yes, it is part of visible. Foreign asset is part of capital account. Balance of invisible, yes, trade in services, part of it. And special drawing right has nothing to do with balance of payment. So 1 and 3, that is C is right answer. Now moving forward, question 37. Consider the following countries: Denmark, Japan, Russian Federation, UK, USA. Which of the above are members of Arctic Council? It is also a PYQ. So let us see some facts about Arctic Council. So Arctic Council is an intergovernmental body which was formed in 1996 by Ottawa Declaration. And what was the objective? Its objective was to promote cooperation, coordination among Arctic states together with indigenous communities. It consists of 8 members. Who are these 8 members who are surrounding this Arctic Circle? That is USA, Russia, Finland, Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Denmark, and Canada. So these are members of Arctic Council. Now, as we can see that yes, Denmark is part of it, Japan is not part of it, Russia is part of it, UK is not part of it, and US is part of it. So 135 is right answer. So D is right answer. Now moving forward, question 38. Which organization publishes the World Development Report 2022? The Climate Group, World Bank, International Solar Alliance, Asian Development Bank. So as you may have come across this report while reading current affairs, that this report is released by World Bank, and its objective is to examine the central role of finance in economic recovery. So B is right answer. That is, it is released by World Bank. Moving forward, question 39. Consider the following statements. The RBI Act provides for inflation target to be set by the Government of India in consultation with RBI once in every 4 years. Statement 2. The monetary policy framework aims at setting the repo rate based on the assessment of current and evolving macroeconomic situation. Which of the above statements are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both, and none. So looking at this statement, yes, RBI Act provides for inflation target by Government of India in consultation with RBI, but it is not once in every 4 years, but it is once in every 5 years. So statement 1 is wrong. And the inflation target is 4% plus minus 2% currently. That is, Monetary Policy Committee has to maintain the inflation from 2% to 6%. And in last 3 quarters, this limit has been breached. Statement 2, yes, monetary policy framework aims at setting up repo rate based on macroeconomic situation. It is a generic statement and that is true. So B is right answer. Further, let us see about Monetary Policy Committee. So it consists of 6 members. 3 are appointed by central government and 3 are from RBI, with RBI governor acting as ex officio chairman of this body. It meets at least 6 times a year. So these are some facts about Monetary Policy Committee. Now, last question of the day is, consider the following statements regarding oil palm. Statement 1, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Nigeria are the leading producer of oil palm. Statement 2, oil palm requires very little rainfall and is mainly grown in dry areas. Which of the following statements are correct? So let us see the environmental conditions for growing of oil palm. So oil palm is a humid crop. It requires evenly distributed rainfall of around 250 to 400 centimeter. And it is grown in moist areas. Further, in India, it is not grown in areas where irrigation facilities are not present. So in India, it is grown at a smaller scale where irrigation conditions are assured. So by seeing the explanation, we can see that yes, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Nigeria are leading producer because they fulfill the condition required to grow the oil palm. So one is true, and second is not the condition to grow oil palm because it requires moist conditions. So one is right answer. A is your answer. So that's all for today. If you find this video helpful, then please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos. And if you find any suggestion, then please write down your comments. Thank you.